Okay, 2 to 3 weeks have passed, the airlock has gone quiet, and it's time to bottle the beer. Most of the yeast will have settled out, but there is still yeast in suspension that will ferment the priming sugar we're going to add and will carbonate the beer in the bottle. The first thing we need to do is to clean and sanitize all of our bottling equipment. This includes the siphon, the bottling bucket, any tubing, and the bottles and bottle caps. If you're using old bottles, they need to be thoroughly cleaned with detergent and the bottle cleaning brush. Rinse them before sanitizing. To sanitize, spray or pour some sanitizer into the bottles and then drain the excess. Now these bottles are already clean, so we just need to sanitize them. Next, we need to prepare our priming sugar. Generally, 3/4 to 1 ounce of white table sugar per gallon of beer will provide a normal amount of carbonation in the bottle. This equates to 5.5 to 7.5 grams of sugar per liter of beer. Dissolve this sugar in a cup of hot water or in the microwave and let it cool. Now this is important. You want to minimize exposure of the beer to air at this point. Oxygen after fermentation only leads to staling of the beer. So transfer and stir the beer gently. Do not splash, do not aerate the beer. There are 2 ways to add the priming sugar and bottle the beer. I will show you both methods. The first is to stir the priming sugar into the beer in the fermenter, let the sediment settle for half an hour, and then bottle with the siphon and bottle filler attachment. The second way is to pour the priming sugar into the bottling bucket, siphon all of the beer into that, and then bottle from the spigot and fill tube. Let's start with the first method, using the siphon to fill the bottles. If you are using a siphon and bottle filler to bottle, start the siphon and fill the siphon with beer before you try bottling. You may need to run the first bit of beer into a bucket or glass to get it started. To fill the bottles, place the fill tube at the bottom of the bottle and start filling. Fill them to within about 1 inch of the top. You need about 1 inch of headspace for good carbonation. This inch should be full of foam, and capping on the foam reduces the amount of oxygen in the bottle and prevents the beer from staling quickly. If you are using a bottling bucket, you will fill the bottles from the spigot. Be sure to sanitize the spigot first. Store the bottled beer for 1 to 2 weeks at room temperature to allow the beer to carbonate. It doesn't matter if it's an ale or lager yeast. Do it at room temperature. Once the beer is carbonated, you can chill them for serving in long-term storage. Cold beer stays fresher longer. At the end of that week of carbonation, you can finally enjoy your beer. Cheers!